Today we're going to be doing my Bod Pod test. The Bod Pod uses air displacement technology to basically consider the volume that's in the egg and in the pod, and then what I would be is the displacement. And it's very easy. It takes about 5 minutes, and it gets the most accurate recording of body mass index. And Melissa Rasmussen she runs all our clinical operations here at OAA, but she also does most of the Bod Pods. And what do you usually tell the patients when they come in? What do you usually explain?
So when they call to make an appointment, I make sure that they know they shouldn't have anything heavy to eat or drink 3 hours prior to the test. So they can have water, coffee, yogurt, but nothing heavy to eat or drink. Okay. There's no jewelry, no perfumes. They need to come in either a bra and underwear or a spandex bathing suit, whatever they're most comfortable with.
Okay.
The Bod Pod test itself takes about 5 minutes. Once you get inside the Bod Pod, they can breathe normally, but they shouldn't move around a lot. They're going to hear some sounds. They're going to smell some smells because of the magnet that's in there. I just tell them if they're claustrophobic at all, they can knock on the glass, and we open the door in between both tests, which lasts about 60 seconds each. Okay, so it's really simple. You're going to get the most accurate measurement. Standard measurements that we use is the height and weight of a patient. Look in a chart and see where they fall, and that's how we determine BMI. But it's very inaccurate, especially if there's dense muscle tissue involved and all that kind of stuff. So we use this for our wrestlers as well, for when we need to get certifications for wrestling, because it's very specific, and you have to be above a certain level in wrestling to wrestle safe. So some of these guys get cut down to under 10%. We got to be really careful how low we let them go, and they have to be certified at a certain weight to be allowed to be at a certain weight, because they can't be too thin and too lean at a certain weight to wrestle. So we use that for that as well. We also use it for a lot of people that are following a program. The people that are following a fitness program, and it will check day one when they start, and then they'll do it every 3 to 6 months and see how they're progressing. And that's what I'm going to be doing. This is day one of my journey here, and Melissa's going to help me out. So I'm going to change into the appropriate attire and get into the Bod Pod, and we're gonna see what the results are. They're not going to be pretty, but we're going to see what the results are. It's warm in here because we can't allow any. The reason why I'm sweating, it's warm in here. It is warm here, so be prepared for that, because we can't let any air flow in this room, because it could mess up the reading. So be right back with going into the Bod Pod and Melissa running the test. What Melissa's doing right now is she's putting data into the computer, as you can see. And it's all my data, which isn't going to be pretty, I have a feeling. And then inside the Bod Pod, you can see this cylinder that is a very fixed volume, and that's how we get the Bod Pod calibrated. So next thing that happens is I step out of we pull that out, and we put me in, and we use my displacement, which will be far more than that cylinder, and then calculate that along with the weight we're about to take of me. We'll get things going in just a few minutes when Melissa's done getting everything in. All right. So what do I have to do now? So now we're going to put the swim cap on.
Oh, great.
Because they do say that your hair has weight and mass to it. Okay. So we cover you up the best we can. And the first thing I'm going to have you do is step on the scale.
There we go. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm just going to do that. All right. You okay?
Oh, good.
All right.
Okay.
You don't have to announce what it is, but we'll show them all the results at the end here.
Okay.
You good?
Nope, just hang on. I'll let you know. Okay. Okay, we're going to step off the scale.
Okay.
All right, so the Bod Pod consists of 2 tests. They each last about 60 seconds each. You're just going to sit in there like normal.
Mm-hmm.
You can breathe normally, just don't move around too much.
Okay.
I open the door in between the tests just to make sure you're okay.
Alrighty.
All right, here we go.
Alright. And there is plenty of room in here, so.
Yes. Doing okay so far?
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
When the air comes in, you can feel like it's like going up in an airplane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, come on out.
Okay. That wasn't bad at all.
Nope. So the last question we ask is, how much daily activity do you use? You do?
Unfortunately, lately, not much, but one of the reasons why we're doing this is that we're going to show how we're going to start increasing
Okay.
our activities.
So currently, you'd say...
I would say low.
Oh, okay. Because the other thing that the Bod Pod does is it measures your estimated resting metabolic rate.
Right.
So it measures how many calories you burn at complete rest, and then how many calories you burn based on your activity level.
Okay.
Which a lot of people who start fitness
You go
programs...
low activity. Now it's,
Alright.
well, it's been sedentary because of my surgeries and stuff. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, you just had your arm done.
Yeah, okay. So sedentary. We'll see how bad that gets.
And then the last thing is just printing the results.
All right. So again, what you're feeling when you're in there is just a sense of you feel the air being blown on you, and it's kind of like when you're going up in an airplane. It's you get some a little pressure in the ears. You hear a little click when the air starts coming in, and so that's it's very simple. It's not a big deal at all. So we'll let you know what the results are very quickly here. Again, what we often do after we have this, we do have a nutritionist on board. Amy Mattel is one of our great staff here that also does nutritional consults. And obviously, if you're trying to lose some weight and get into a more healthy lifestyle, Amy could really help that. So this is one of the things we get as well. All right, so here's the bad news. I am officially obese. My percentage of body fat is 30.4, and as we will talk about, anything above 30 is considered obese. Anything from 25 to 30% is considered overweight. So I have some work to do, obviously, so we will be following this little trek for a long time, and we'll get things moving along. And I'll show you these. I'll show you these with a little bit more specificity in a little bit, because I want to go over the report with you.
And then it also will track.
Come closer. Go ahead.
The Bod Pod also keeps track of all of your saved results. So if you come every 3 to 6 months, which we do have a lot of customers who do that, it will graph everything for you so you can see your progress.
Okay.
Which is pretty neat.
Pretty neat, but we need to work. Okay, so and this is available to the public, and we call the number 610-973-6200 and ask about the Bod Pod, and we can get things set up for you, and we can go from there.
Correct.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.